Let's learn about the Hub, our company's intranet tool. We're so proud to have this tool because it really leverages two things. It leverages our people, our network, because it connects all of us. And it also leverages our history, our memory, because it keeps all the information that has been used in the past. So the questions that have been asked and the answers that have been given and all those things, they're all there. So if you search through the product, you're gonna find lots of the past answers that could still be exactly what you're looking for. So here, let's take a look. Right, so you get to it by going to cressyeverett.com/hub, H-U-B, or a couple of other addresses, but that's probably the easiest way. And when you get there, it's going to redirect it to cressyeverett.com/converse.com. But you don't have to memorize that as long as you're here. Once you log in, and you always log in, by the way, with your Cressia and Everett email, all right? Use your name at cressyeverett.com, and that's what's going to let you log in here. And the beauty of the Hub is that it's always changing. So I'm recording this on September 27th of 2023. And a few moments ago, I had different content. Tomorrow morning, I'll have different content. So it's always happening. It's always changing. So here are the important components of this. We have this panel on the left that you'll see sometimes open and closed. Okay, all these sections can be expanded by clicking on this triangle, for example, and it gives you the drop down and it expands. You can click on it again and very easily it collapses. See, my company and all that, right? That's the main menu. Here you have your results that are there. And in the third panel here on the right, you'll have the details. So for example, if I click on this property that has been shared by Doug Berkey in the upcoming listings Michigan section, so I can get there a couple ways. So I'm going to show you, for example, I'm going to go to agent. That's where the upcoming listings section are, and I can click on upcoming listings for Michigan, right? And so here I have all of the posts, and it's starting with the most recent. So it's the newest to the oldest going down. But you realize you can go down quite a bit. I mean, we can keep going and going and going. We have hundreds of properties that have been that have been shared historically. So they're all here. Obviously not super relevant anymore, but the top ones will always be, right? Those are the freshest one. So if you click on one of these, then here from the list, you see the details on the right. And now you can click over here and then you can scroll through this. So in this case, it happens to have some textual information up on top. Doug has included some pictures, some very nice pictures of the listing. And at the bottom, floor plans as well. Thank you, Doug. Great. And here at the bottom, it's got some more information. So for every post, you'll see something like this. In this case, for example, it means that it has been seen by 41 people. This post has been seen by 41 people since Doug posted it sometime earlier today. If you want to send Doug some love, the creator of the post, you can just like it. You can basically click on the heart, and that just sends Doug a message that says, hey, like your post. And you can also write a comment for it. So if you write a comment, you can put something here. I can say nice listing. And if I want to tag Doug himself, if I put the @ sign, you see that? And then I start typing. It's gonna find his name. So nice listing, Doug Berkey. I'm gonna put that in. I usually try to say something a little bit more insightful than that, but here you go. So there it is, and Doug will get notified. So that's basically how these posts work, right? So once again, menus on the left, details from inside that section in the middle, and the full detail here on the right. All right, so let's look at some other posts for a second. Let's look at some other rooms. So I can, for example, from the My Company room, I can look at the company stories and I can see what's here. So the latest things is going to be some posts about some new agents joining our company. Great. Also a post about a contest. We're asking folks to vote for us. So there it is, right? Some other information about again, like I said, some new agents. There's some information and all that, right? For example, this post has been seen by 151 people. Pretty popular post. And then you see that it's been commented by 14 people. So here's a long list of comments over here, right? So that gives you a sense of which posts are getting what kind of activity. All right, I'm going to show you then. Right. So as I'm showing you these examples, and by the way, these 14 comments is a good point to make. Think of this, guys, as our social media. Think of this as our website that brings all of us together, allows us to talk to each other and ask questions and share thoughts and do whatever is relevant in our work. As a matter of fact, under the My Company section, there's this just social link. And if you want to share something that you know not quite sure exactly where it fits, you can put it in there. So, for example, Jen Lister here was promoting an event that happened here a few days ago, so she's inviting people to go. Gene Buzinski was trying to sell some tickets. Here's Megan inviting folks to a karaoke night that folks had. Apparently that was a lot of fun. I saw the pictures and things like that, right? So you can see there's lots of rooms. Usually if you click on it, you'll get a sense for what the room's about. By the way, your list is going to be different from mine. I have slightly different set of access than you do, but you'll have it. So for example, a vendor discussion is a really popular one. Here's a room where people will ask questions or post comments about vendors. So in this case, Gene's looking for somebody who will do an estate sale. Here, Matt's looking for somebody who does Airbnb management. Here's Matt asking who's a good carpet installer, right? So I can click on this and say, I'm also in need of a vendor that will install carpeting. So here, Kim Klingelpiel has an answer, Luann has an answer, Denise has an answer, Mike Urbanski has an answer. You know, again, this is how we get so sharp, guys, by leaning on each other and borrowing from each other's expertise. So wonderful example for that. All right. So as you can see, we have lots of rooms here. I'm not going to cover all of them. Not everybody gets to see all of them, but rooms are there. I'm going to cover links now. So this is the My Links section. So when I expand this menu, it's going to be really long, right? Again, your choices might be a little bit different from mine. But the idea here, guys, is that every tool that we use, every website that we frequently connect to is listed here somewhere, right? Whether it's your MLS, see like your MLSs are here, right? Whether it's a tool like .loop that we use all the time, DeltaNet, whether it's, let's see, that our website is there. The Home Spotter tool, EasyKnock, Real Satisfied. I mean, all these things, all these tools that we use are all here. So you don't have to remember exactly what the URL is for that tool. It'll all be here. Also, we have, for example, links to a Google Drive folder that holds our sales sheets. So if you want to, see our sales sheets, you just click on that. It opens up a new tab, and that's it. Takes you right to Google Drive, and takes you to the folder where we have all that material. And likewise, we also have a folder for our logos. So if you need to use our logos for something, just click on that. It takes you once again to a Google Drive folder that has our logos, and then you can navigate to the folders, and then you can see the content here. By the way, if you haven't looked much at this before, when you're in Google Drive, you can see logos. You can see all the contents a couple different ways. This is kind of when you get to see the actual content. Or if you click on this line up here, you can just see the names in a tidier way. You can see all the names. Again, click here, and now you're back to the content. So little bonus there on the side. All right, so back to the hub. Again, lots of rooms, different things. In this case, we have an area resources section, so it has links to our local municipalities and the maps and the GIS systems and things like that. Also links to our associations, national, Indiana, Michigan, and some of the local boards. Okay. Anyway, lots of stuff to explore there. So what's the thing? If you click on home here, what you'll always see, this is usually for most people the place where you land, and it's going to show you the most recent posts from all the rooms that you subscribed to. Okay. So I'm subscribed to a number of rooms. For example, one of them is this Trading Post room. So here's somebody here, Lori Ladau is offering 2 free tickets to a concert. Kevin James, comedian, I guess, right? Kevin James? Cool. Okay. So, somebody, Dave Springsteen beat him. They're gone now. Great. Thanks, Lori. Thanks for offering that. Somebody looking to buy Notre Dame parking passes, for example. They're here. Again, lots of things like that. All right, so this will show you contents from all the rooms, just the most recent stuff, okay? If you only want to see the posts that have been new since you last visited, you can click on the switch here. It says only show me the unread ones. Okay, these are the ones I haven't read yet. But when you're done, you can click on mark all read and it'll clear all of them because you now have read them all, right? That's kind of an easy way to do that. All right, let's take a look now at how we get notified of rooms, of the activity in a room, right? So the easiest thing is, first of all, let's find a room. In this case, I'm going to click on the upcoming listings for Michigan room over here. And as you can see, it's got, you know, the latest information like I was showing you. But up here on the top right, see how it says subscribe? It's showing me that I'm not currently subscribed to this room. So what does that subscribe mean? Subscribe means that it's going to be part of the content that I keep an eye on all the time. So let me go ahead and say, yes, subscribe me, okay? And it gives you the warning, you've been successfully subscribed. That's great. And now the button turns blue. You can see it's subscribed. So once I'm subscribed, how do I know how to get notifications? So that piece is here in your profile information. And you click on that, the menu drops. I'm going to click on notifications, right? So this gets a little hairy here. Follow me though. The question is, how can I get notified? And there's two general choices. One choice is to get notified by email. So it means that whenever there's a new post in one of the rooms that you're subscribed to, you will get an email telling you, hey, there's a new post in this room. The other way is to get a push notification. Push means that you're going to, let me find it here, you're going to get notified on your mobile app. If you have the Hub app installed in your phone, and you should, you get a notification here, right? So ideally, you want to turn both of these on, and then you pick which content goes where. So for example, so when somebody adds a post, okay, the way I have it set up here is that I am, yes, going to get a push notification on my phone, but I'm not going to get an email. See, that's my choice. I prefer to be alerted to it on my phone, and that way I can deal with it right there and then, and I already get a ton of emails, so I'd rather not do that. But for example here, when somebody mentions me, I get both a push alert and an email. Okay, again, you can totally change these choices however you want. Just click and it turns them on, turns them off. Okay, so the good thing is that if you get notification in one, you won't get it in the other. It doesn't double them up, so that's kind of nice. This is really important, folks, especially the push notification is really important for anything you want to be alerted to quickly. For example, I'm told some of you have it set up that way for your upcoming listings. You want to know as soon as those are announced, so you probably want to have a push notification for that, and then of course have the app installed on your phone. Right? So that gives you a general sense of what the alerts are. If you find that you're getting too many emails about something, you can very easily just unsubscribe from the room, or you can just turn off notifications either way. All right? A good example, by the way, is the phone duty. We have some offices, for example, the South Bend office uses the phone duty room pretty intensely to let people know when they're putting out the schedule and when they're making changes and things like that. If you're not part of the phone duty group and you don't want to be notified, it's super easy to get unsubscribed from that room, and that way you won't get any of the notifications, right? They still go on, you still have access, you can click on and go see them deliberately, but you won't be notified about those. All right, one last thing I want to show you. There's a way to tag your favorite parts of here. So for example, let's say that you go to Gmail all the time from here. Watch, if I put the little star here, what it does is that it takes the link away from the My Links section and moves it up to over here in a new favorites section. Okay, let's say that I use the MLS a lot, for example, in Indiana, so I can put a star there. So now we have two items here. See that? And likewise, I can just create some more. They will no longer be here in the bottom. They'll only be at the top. But that way you can see them. All right. Again, you can open and close that section as well. If you're ever looking for one of the menus over here, looking for an item and you can't find it, super simple. Just click up here in the search and start typing. For example, I'm going to type Flex. Here it is. Here's the Michigan MLS. Okay, and I can tag it as well. And now when I clear that search, now it's here at the top as well. See? All right. If you're looking for content, okay, there's a search box, and the best search box, believe it or not, is right here in the opposite thing. This is kind of confusing interface because there's a search up here, there's a search up here as well. I know, two searches. This one on the top right searches all the content. Okay, so for example, if I say plumber and I do a search, I'm going to find all the articles here, all the entries that have to do with plumbers. Okay. If I say, for example, contest, here's all the posts that have to do with certain contests. Okay. And I'm going to see them here, all the details. See that? These are different things we've done going back in time. So any topic that you're looking for help with, you can do something here. For example, CRM. You're looking for some information regarding a CRM. We don't have it there. Let me see. Sorry, let me go back up here. CRM, hit search, and here's all kinds of posts having to do with the topic of CRM. Okay, including training videos and the like. So remember, folks, we have thousands and thousands of posts in this tool. Probably the quickest way to get to an answer before you ask it is to search and see if you can find it. And if you don't find a good result, go ahead, post to one of the rooms, ask. There's only a couple of rooms in which you're limited from posting. I believe the My Company, Company News and Stories, is probably one of the few that you're limited from posting, but in every other room you can post, and you can always, of course, make comments as well. So that's it. Put it to good use. Get it on your phone. It's super useful to have it on your mobile device. It's the exact same content. And bring value. Okay, I challenge you to post and to comment and to get engaged. Be part of the community online. Thanks.